5 years ago, I bought my 1993 Honda Civic EG hatchback. It came with a bone stock B18 B1 non-VTEC 1.8 liter 4-cylinder. After a short period of time, I built that motor as an LS VTEC engine. I blew it up, then I rebuilt it, then I blew it up, then I rebuilt it, then I blew it up, then I rebuilt it, and here we are today. This time around, I hand assembled the engine completely by myself in my garage, and we're putting it to the test to see if it can make over 600 wheel horsepower without blowing up. You OG fans of the channel are going to love this one. Let's get started. I'm John, and today is dyno day. Today's the day. The EG either makes 600 plus wheel horsepower today, or I guess I buried the motor in the backyard. We have arrived at the Rudd's Racing, the world famous Rudd's Racing actually. And as you can see here, DJ picked up a Type S. Damn. I think it's my first time seeing it, second time seeing it. Pretty freaking sweet. Anyway, welcome to Rudd's Racing, boys. If you've been with the channel for a while, you've definitely been here with me before, but we're walking in and, you know, hopefully we're gonna be greeted by the Jose from Rudd's Racing. Nope, maybe not. We just caught a glimpse of him, boys. Maybe we'll get him on camera here in a minute. As always, I gotta give a huge shout out and thank you to Rudd's Racing and Mikey Spec for fitting me in their schedule for the dyno tune pretty last minute. If you guys need any work done on your project cars, or you need a dyno tune and you are Chicago local or anywhere in the Midwest, look no further than Rudd's Racing and Mikey Spec. They do awesome work. I always leave there very happy. Link to Rudd's Racing and Mikey Spec Instagrams in my description. Shoot them a message and get your car in today. All right guys, we're all strapped up to the dyno. It is game time. Just waiting on DJ to finish some stuff. He's just welding something up right now. And then we are going to start tuning with Mikey Spec. Rudd's Racing, Mikey Spec. They've worked miracles on this car in the past. We're gonna see if we can do that again today. Goal is 600 wheel horsepower, but we are realistically just trying to max out the setup. We're just gonna see when it stops making power and see just how much we can possibly make. If we can make more than 600 plus, that would be sick. And then we'll go ahead and turn it down towards the end of the day. There he is, dude. Quick look over the engine bay to see if there's anything weird going on, and then we're gonna look under the car and just do a quick check for leaks. Just wanna make sure that nothing has changed since we got to the dyno. Nothing looking weird so far, physically, at least. That was like 300 horsepower, probably. Yeah. 250.
If we saw 301, I'd be happy.
Oh, Mikey just told me to advance the intake cam gear by a few tick marks on the cam gear, a few degrees. I advanced it by about 2.5 tick marks. I think every tick mark is about 2 degrees on the cam gear. So 4.5 degrees advanced on the intake cam. Running 9:1 compression pistons. Let's make some power. Going for a full pull to 8,000. That last pull made 400 horsepower on only 11 pounds of boost. So far, it's running very efficiently, and we'll see. And we'll see if we can keep it going. I have no idea what that last one made, but it looks like we're going for another one. Update for the boys.
He just turned boost control on for the first time?
On?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the
That's
one.
why it was 420.
420. So that like wah, 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 in the power band was Mikey just turned down boost control for the first time. That's what DJ was saying. So that's the wastegate, like kind of opening and closing, trying to maintain a certain boost, and we just keep going and smooth it out from here. But absolute milestone reached. We reached 420, boys. We noticed that my wastegate dump tube was pointing pretty much straight at the dyno strap, so that is why it is pointed out of the engine bay right now, just to redirect those hot gases. Sounded very smooth, very linear. That was sounding really good.
488.
Oh, all right. That's not okay. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
It like wants to come in like up high.
Yeah, it sounded like it. It really seems like it's. Is that what the curve looks like? Yeah. I wonder if it's those cams. I was kind of noticing that when I drove at NA. I just did like a couple break-in miles, whatever, and I hit VTEC. Like I took it almost to red line, and it was like nothing. Like VTEC would crack and be like nothing, nothing, and then like a little bit later I'd be like, oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I feel like right around like 7 is when it starts to really start to hit.
Interesting.
He also has, you know, that makes sense because it's only at like, the duty comes in at about 7.
Oh, gotcha.
So
He's keeping it
45,
relatively.
60, 62, and then
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
it's just creeping his way up there, I guess.
Look at him go. That's a fucking wizard right there, working. I am slowly inching into the realm of being a little bit nervous. When I came here, 0 nerves whatsoever. Like I said, if it blows up, it blows up. Be a bummer, but if it does, it does. But I'm slowly inching into that realm. Like the harder I hear it go, higher in the power band, the you know, I feel it coming on a little bit. Kind of funny. Update: we are almost at 600. Goal today is to max out the setup and then dial it back to like 500-ish for the street. I may have already told you guys that. I'm just reiterating. We're sticking to that plan. I want to see it through. I want to be able to say that my car made X amount of power. I know the numbers game is really stupid and it doesn't make any sense because it's all about the time that you're putting down on the track. But it'd be kind of sick to say that I have like a 700 horsepower Honda Civic or some shit, you know? It'd be kind of cool to add that one to the resume, if you will. So on that last pull, we couldn't make any more boost than 18 pounds. We just did a boost leak test. It's not boost leaking at all. I did one last night. It's fine on the boost leak stuff. And then I was just looking over the vacuum lines, and I found that the vacuum line that goes to the top side of the wastegate, this one, it just popped off. So even with boost control, there was nothing holding the wastegate closed except for the spring. So that was purely 18 pounds of boost on wastegate pressure. No boost controller involved. So we're gonna try her again with some boost control. Who knows when that thing popped off? I assume not too long ago because boost control was for sure working. That one was 567. 567, 375. Nice.
On 20 pounds.
On 20 pounds.
I can't believe they even made 400 on wastegate. 11.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
400 on 11 pounds. That's good.
I was hoping for 300.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, I'm stoked. 467 on 20 pounds boost, and something is limiting the setup right now. Whether that's the turbo or the wastegate, not too sure. Injectors are also really close to tapping out. So if we want to go any harder than this, it's going to be. Where would a Walbro 450 tap out? Would that tap out before the injectors or later?
No, I've seen people make more than 600 on those pumps.
On E? Okay.
But it's probably getting close to the limit. Like, that's why usually people do the 525 Hellcat pump or whatever they call it.
I don't even know what that is, but
It's the same thing, and they just call it the Hellcat pump, and it's a 525 instead of a 450.
I'm just big toeing it right now, and I can already tell this is gonna be, it's gonna be stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense. My God, bro. My God. My radiator cap is leaking coolant right now, and my idle is really high. So I have to get a new radiator cap and then head home to the garage and play with the idle a little bit. We gotta adjust probably the IACV duty cycle. I think it's cranked way up. So we'll take that down a little bit. Should be good. Dang, man. 567, bro. That's insane, dude. .567 wheel horsepower, 375 pound-feet of torque, I think. The few pulls that I did on the way home were like just barely getting into it, and it was doing a rolling burnout in third gear. When I got home, I checked the tire pressure and they were at about 12 PSI. So I was doing a rolling burnout in third gear with 12 PSI in the tires and just absolutely banging the limiter. The pulls that I showed you in the video were not full pulls. I did do like a couple of harder pulls off camera, but I didn't film anything else because the car does have one issue that we have to fix before I can go ahead and start really ripping on it. Actually, I guess two issues. They're both kind of major. One is that the radiator is leaking. I think it's coming from the radiator cap, so I just have to get a new radiator cap. I only say it's major because if I don't fix it, it will cause a major problem. And the other one is that I have never in this car hardwired my fuel pump to a relay. I've been using the stock fuel pump wiring this entire time, making 567 wheel horsepower with stock fuel pump wiring is causing some issues. I'm fairly certain that that is one of the main reasons that we did not make our 600 horsepower goal today. We were starting to run out of fuel, and we were starting to run out of wastegate spring, I think. Wastegate spring, hardwire fuel pump, fix radiator cap, radiator leak, whatever it is. And realistically, we should be able to go back to the dyno and make 600 plus. We only made 20 pounds of boost today, and we made 567. This thing should make like 30 pounds of boost on this turbo, potentially more, which means that we are nowhere near the limit. But this is still a dyno horsepower record for Frank. So everybody, please go ahead and round of applause for Frank. You held, and you know what? I just want to say, I don't want to count my chickens yet because I still have to put some miles on this motor and make sure she's all good. This engine is performing the best out of every other time that I've had it in the car. It feels really good to finally have an engine in this car that seems stout and seems like it's going to last. Who knows? Again, I could go do one more pull down the street and, you know, throw a rod through the block. Who knows? But as of right now, it feels very good that we just survived dyno day. At some point, we will be going back. We will be going for that 600 wheel horsepower goal, if not more. This is kind of where I'm going to cut off today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the dyno session. It's always fun being at Rudd's Racing. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the merch in the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment down below. I'm Boosted John. We deserve nothing, earn everything.